If your Vaillant boiler isn't working, keeps locking out, or is displaying an error code, this is the first thing you should try. In the next minute, I'll show you how to reset your Vaillant boiler properly. Then we'll go through basic controls, how to use the boiler, and also common faults we get every day at iHeat customer service. I'll tell you the difference between things you can check yourself and times when you have to call out an engineer to fix the issue. Vaillant boilers are designed to shut down when something isn't right. This is called a lockout. This is meant to happen, it's the boiler protecting itself, not a fault of its own. First, weight the display on your Vaillant boiler using any of the buttons. This is a power saving feature. From here, you want to find your reset button. This is commonly a flame with a cross through it underneath the main controls. You hold this down for 3 to 5 seconds, and once you release it, the boiler will start to reset. If the boiler turns on, it runs all fine, you have solved the issue. But in some cases, this isn't always the fix. If your reset button doesn't work, for example, you will need to reset the boiler using the fuse spur above or below the boiler. This looks like a light switch with a fuse attached to it. If you turn it on for 10 seconds, turn it back on, the boiler should restart just like normal. If after the first try an error code still is displayed or it is locked out, don't keep trying to reset it, this can make the problem even worse. Resetting the boiler just clears the message, doesn't actually fix the fault itself. We'll go into common issues and why this could be happening later on in the video. Once your boiler is running, it is worth learning the actual controls of the boiler so you can use it better in the future. For a Vaillant Ecotech boiler, you want to press any button to wake up the screen. Then you'll be presented with 2 options, tap or radiator. To adjust the hot water temperature of your boiler, you want to click a button to wake up the boiler and press the left one for the hot tap symbol. This will then flash the current temperature, which should be around 60 to 65 degrees for an average UK home. Anything below this, you are starting to worry about Legionella in the pipes if left a long time, but also any higher, you're just gonna burn your skin. A little tip here, on the Ecotech boilers, if you hold down the plus or minus button, it will go quicker down or up accordingly. Once you're happy, press OK and press back to return to the main screen. From here, you can then select your radiators, and this is the temperature of the water inside your radiator, not the temperatures inside each room. This is what your thermostat is used for. In the UK during winter, 75 degrees is pretty perfect for a radiator, but those with small children who worry about them touching the hot pipes, maybe reduce this down a little bit. Of course, the higher the water temperature inside your radiators, the quicker the home will heat, so less strain on your boiler overall. Press OK to save and then back to exit. Before we go into the common faults on a Vaillant Ecotech boiler, please subscribe to the channel. We notice over 80% of you guys aren't subscribed, so if you find this video informative or you want to see more like it, hit the button, get the notification bell on, and drop a like whilst you're here. For Vaillant error codes, F28 and F29 are the most common, and this relates to ignition and flame failure. For this, you need to check your gas meter. A, if it's a paid meter, has it got credit? And B, if you don't have a paid one, is there actually gas inside your property? Check other appliances. Is your hob working? Have you got a gas fire that might be working? If these other appliances don't work, we know it's an issue with your gas supply, not the boiler. Of course, try the reset trick, see if it gets rid of the error code, but if it doesn't, you'll have to call out an engineer or your gas supplier, depending on which end the issue comes from. Another very common cause of a boiler lockout will be a frozen condensate pipe. So currently it is quite cold in the UK, and certain parts in the north or south can be extra icy. Modern boilers now condensate as a byproduct of heating your home, so the water that goes through that condensate pipe outside of your property can freeze, blocking the entire pipe. For future protection, I recommend lagging the pipe using quite, expensive external lagging. Or if you're thinking of upgrading your boiler anytime soon, A, go with iHeat, we do online quotes the next day installations, but also B, try and get the condensate pipes to terminate inside the property. Check your boiler underneath, does it terminate inside or go outside through your wall? With this particular install, the condensate pipe comes from the right of the boiler, down this nice wall here behind the tile, under the countertop and into the sink waste pipe, which means there's no need for lagging or the possible chance of a frozen condensate with this particular install. It's actually quite a clean job. I wonder who did it. We've covered how to fix this a million times on the channel, but if you are brand new, boil a kettle, leave it for 10 minutes, pour it up and down the pipe to release all the ice from there. Then reset the boiler and you should be all good to go. F22 relates to low system pressure, and this is where your boiler pressure in your boiler simply isn't high enough. A boiler needs to stick between 1 and 2 bar, so anything below this, the boiler will simply not run efficiently or at all. This is normal for a boiler to operate over a few months and drop pressure over time. However, if it's happening quite often, you may need to look into a possible leak on your system. For this, you will have to get an engineer out. On most Vaillant boilers, you will find a filling loop right underneath with the pipework. It has a tap, you open it up and the pressure rises very nice and easily. Of course, some filling loops can be slightly different depending on where it was installed and who installed it. So if you aren't too sure, check out your manual, Google your boiler model and double check you're doing everything correctly. Finally, two of the most common Vaillant issues we find is F75 and F76, and this is all to do with internal issues inside the boiler, which a customer should not even be looking into. So if you do have those codes on the boiler and you have tried resetting, please call out an engineer and get this fixed right away. To summarize, we've shown you how to reset your boiler, we've gone over basic controls and also common faults with a Vaillant boiler. Thanks for watching, leave any feedback in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in the next one. This has been I.